In the Heart of the Word, reflections by Father Joseph Mary, SCTJM, on the daily readings from the Holy Mass, Special Encore Series, Holy Week 2023, Thursday of Holy Week, the Apostle of the Apostles.
God bless you, dear family. Today in the Heart of the Word on Holy Thursday, the beginning of the Sacred Triduum, we're at St. Maximin la Sainte-Baume in southern France. The Mass of the Last Supper on Holy Thursday initiates the Holy Triduum, the three-day liturgy that is the source and summit of our salvation. On Holy Thursday, the Church commemorates three particular gifts: the institution of the Holy Eucharist, the institution of the priesthood, and the new commandment, or mandatum, to love one another the way that Jesus has loved us. After giving the example of how to love by washing the feet of his apostles, Jesus commissions us to love others. Not only does he give us a model to follow, he gives himself fully by the institution of the Eucharist, his body and blood, soul and divinity, his heart and will, his all, his everything. And not only does he give us the Eucharist, he also institutes a sacrament by which his love will be made present on all the altars of the world for all time, and through which the divine power to forgive sins will be communicated to men through the holy Catholic priesthood. Therefore, it is in receiving him, truly present in the Eucharist, and truly given through the hands of the priest, that we receive his love, and we receive the divine power to love one another with his own love. Here in Saint Maximin, at the Basilica of St. Mary Magdalene, where the remains of the Apostle to the Apostles, as St. John Chrysostom would call her, are kept and venerated, we venerate one of the greatest witnesses in the history of the Church Universal of the power of the Eucharist to make all things new. According to the Latin tradition, Mary is the woman in Luke chapter 7 who washes the feet of Jesus with her tears and dries his feet with her hair, pouring out upon them a costly nard. According to Matthew and Mark, she was a witness of the crucifixion with Our Lady and St. John, and as further confirmed by Luke, she accompanied the women at the tomb on Easter morning to anoint the sacred body of Jesus. There, the Lord appeared to her and sent her to proclaim to the apostles, to his brothers, that he had truly risen from the dead. It says in the Gospels that Jesus delivered Mary Magdalene of 7 demons, 7, which symbolize complete demonic oppression. How did Jesus free her? According to the oral tradition, he simply called her name, Mary. In one word, and by the power of the gaze of his merciful love, Jesus delivered her from evil and restored her dignity. On the day of the resurrection, according to John, she did not recognize Jesus in the garden. How did she recognize him? When she heard him say, Mary. We could say that Mary experienced 2 resurrections, at the moment of her deliverance from evil and on Easter morning when she encountered Christ risen from the dead. Thanks to the power of the resurrection, she would eventually come to France, here to this place, with some of the first Christians to proclaim the gospel. Here it is said that she spent the last 30 years of her life living solely on the Eucharist, offering her sufferings and life as a victim soul, in reparation for the salvation of those who don't know the love of Christ, truly present in the Blessed Sacrament. And who did Mary see when she contemplated the sacred host? The face of the risen one who called her by name, the face of the God of love who makes all things new. Today on Holy Thursday, may we accompany the Lord in our hearts, and for those that are able, in the chapel of repose in each of our parishes, as he embraces his passion in the Garden of Gethsemane. Why will he go to the cross? Because he loves us to the extreme, and he loves us by name. From the cross, Jesus will speak the name of Mary Magdalene to the Father. He will speak your name, and he will speak mine. And it is the voice of love that calls us and saves us. Let us listen to these words of Mother Adela. Let us be silent before the cross and listen to Jesus giving us his last testament of love. Love conquered all the evil done to him. Love incarnate. Love will always conquer. Love will always triumph, because love makes all things new. Mary, Mother of the Eucharist, pray for us. Mother of Priests, pray for us. Mary Magdalene, pray for us. all for the heart of Jesus through the heart of Mary.